Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. Are you tired of people telling you that Solo Wizard is bad? Well, it kind of is, because Cutthroat Rogue is kind of everywhere right now. Druids with their Panther Silence can be kind of scary. However, I think the Rondel Dagger Wizard build is one of the strongest builds for Solo. I used to think the Staff Wizard was good, but I think the Rondel version is better. You can also play Caster Wizard, true caster wizard with magic missile, but I personally don't think that caster wizard is worth playing right now. I want to kind of go over the build and kind of the thought process behind why I'm building what I'm building. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be running reactive shield, melt, ice shield, and fire mastery with arcane shield. Now, reactive shield and ice shield are going to keep you alive for a very long time in melee, a lot longer than you normally would. It's probably plus an extra maybe 1 to 2 hits, depending on who you're fighting and where they're hitting you, because the Arcane Shield will pop, then Reactive Shield will pop, and that also includes the slowdown from Ice Shield. It's really solid. Plus, Melt and Fire Mastery are very good at dealing very high damage. Melt is true physical damage reduction, really good. Minus 20% is insane. And then Fire Mastery is just good for extra damage, and the burn duration is decent as well. And I am going to be running Fireball, Explosion, Invis, Haste, and Ignite. In general, if the fight is going perfectly, you would cast Ignite, Haste, Arcane Shield, and then Invisibility, and just kind of charge in and melee, because you'll probably win the stat check. You can also use Fireball and Explosions to try to do extra damage before you fight, plus your crossbow you're going to have on you. For our weapons, I am going to be using the Rondel Dagger and the Mana Sphere. Mana Sphere is best in slot for Wizard because of the innate true magic damage that it has, and the Rondel Dagger is best because I'm pretty sure the magic staff doesn't work properly. Sometimes my staff hits will go straight through other players. This doesn't really feel great, and you have to use a perk to make it useful. So it's just better, so I use this. And I use a crossbow because it's nice to have for extra chip damage at range. You miss out on the spell book for extra movement speed for casting spells. Most of your spells are going to be for just meleeing people anyway. So I think crossbow is better here. Now, as far as the stats go, we are going to be stacking primarily true magic damage, true physical damage, health, and action speed, and a little bit of movement speed too. Now, you might be wondering, why the heck are we building true physical damage? It's because you don't always have time to cast Ignite. Sometimes you have to fight when it's not up. And if you don't have true fizz damage, your damage is going to feel really, really bad. So having some true fizz, I think, kind of helps even out the build a little bit. Makes you a little bit less bad if you get landmined. You might not survive anyway, but it gives you a better chance. Now, the difference between true fizz and true magic is Ignite only scales by half. So for one true magic, you only get 0.5 damage. It also affects the burn as well. Not to mention, it affects Arcane Shield, Explosion, so there are some downsides, and of course the spells themselves. But since you're meleeing a lot with this build, it's kind of up for debate. I am personally using True Fizz, but you're welcome to go with all True Magic if you prefer. I am using Leather Cap because it's great for the vigor that it has. Again, grab True Magic and Dexterity rolls. These are really useful. Ruby Silver Dublé is probably best in slot for this build too. I grabbed health rolls and action speed. Brave Hunter Pants, again, probably also best for this build. It's best for a lot of endgame builds because of the innate 4 agility, 4 dex, and low movement speed penalty. Really solid pair of pants if you can grab them. I am using riveted gloves here because you want to try to get to 15 total strength. Very, very important. You don't want to be doing negative damage with your dagger. I am using the adventure boots with movement speed and health. I could fix the third roll, but it's kind of like a random piece I just had in my stash. You're welcome to grab a better pair if you like. I'm using the Phoenix Choker here. You can also go for Frost Amulet, depending on if you want to go for True Fizz or True Magic. I just had this in my stash. Action speed, health bonus was okay. You can obviously go for better. Vigilant Cloak. You could also go for Mercurial Cloak if you want more dexterity versus health. It's up to you, with action speed, True Fizz, and physical power. Now, that's kind of the general baseline of what I am looking for as far as my kit goes. You're welcome to mix and match. For my stats of what I'm kind of looking for, I have 140 HP. you can get anything 140 or above, I think that's pretty solid. I try to go for 300 movement speed too, because if you're at least 300, it means with haste and invis speed, you go to 110%, which is move cap. Very, very nice for closing the gap. So try to get to at least 300 base. Action speed, I like to get at least 20% if possible. Anything below 20 feels kind of too slow. Anything above 20, it just feels like bonus. So try to go for that. I do have 30% physical damage reduction for this build. There's no real number I'm going for here. 30%'s pretty decent. Anything probably above 25, I think feels decent here. Magic resistance is a little bit low, but it just kind of comes with the territory. You're not building for magic resist or will, so it's only going to be so high. If you go for Mystic Vestment, your magic resist will be higher, but you miss out on the dexterity for your action speed. So I think it really hurts this build. I prefer going for this, and I do have 10% physical power bonus. I think being at least at 0 or 15 total is what you need to be. Anything outside of that additional is great. So just kind of build it as high as you can while trying to hit the other critical stats. I know this PvP video was a little bit short. It's mostly the guide portion, but I don't know, I just wanted to share a wizard video. It's been a little bit since I've done a HR geared wizard guide. So if you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Helps the channel, so thank you in advance. And I'll see you guys next time. Catch you later.